Anomaly detected. Trace program initiated. Access granted.
Due to malfunctioning augmentation, opponents of the legislation have been protesting all over the world, and many of the protests have turned violent. This escalation in the violence and rhetoric has only widened the gap and polarized the dialogue on both sides of the issue. Reporting to you.
Dark days ahead.
He has no connection. Is that fucked up?
When I need
Things got pretty hairy in Dubai.
Adam, I'm Delaro Zen. I appreciate you coming in to speak with me, and... Well, I know you're probably getting this from everyone today, but I need to ask. Are you okay? I've seen footage from the train station, but being there must have...
Is that what this is about?
No, that was sympathy. This is a standard agent health interview to determine combat readiness. Here, I got you this from the dispensary.
You got me neuropazine? Look, Doc, I was caught off guard by a terrorist attack. Might have knocked some things out of whack, but it doesn't mean my body's gonna start rejecting my augments.
True, but traumatic experiences can kick a hornet's nest into the immune system. In patients with neuroprosthetics...
Would you believe me if I told you my body doesn't reject mechanical implants?
No. But my policy is for straight talk only in the room, so if you want me to believe that you're some kind of medical miracle, I guess I'll have to go with it. Please, have a seat. I've been looking over your file. There's some very interesting history here. Mind if we take a trip down memory lane?
Is this gonna take long?
It says here that you were with Detroit SWAT, but left in 26 to head up Seraph Industries' security division. David Seraph was at the center of America's augmentation debate.
David Seraph always attracted a lot of controversy.
Yes, I've seen some of his interviews. A firm believer in human enhancement technologies. I wonder if the incident changed his view?
Certainly didn't seem that way on the day.
You were with him then? In Panchea? When the incident happened?
Not at first. I was investigating the people responsible for attacking Seraph Industries. I was this close to exposing them when the incident hit.
You weren't affected?
No.
So how did you end up in Panchea?
I found out Seraph had left for the Arctic installation without me. I knew it was still under construction and most of its workforce was augmented. But by the time I got there, the damage had been done. Is there a reason we're dredging up the past? Because I don't see what any of this has to do with current events.
Don't you? Panchea was the fulcrum, Adam. For you and for all of society, everything changed that day. They dragged you out of the ocean and into a world that hates and fears people like you. Which actually leads me to my next question. So far, no one's claimed responsibility for the attack at Rizika. But with the human restoration vote coming, well, it's no secret Prague has become the symbol of legalized augmented oppression.
And the Augmented Rights Coalition is camped at its back door, trying to expose and resist it.
Most of the world thinks of them as terrorists. Augmented terrorists. If it turns out they are guilty, well, being augmented yourself...
How am I gonna feel? This isn't about Augs versus naturals, Delara. This is about terrorism. And in my book, there's no excuse for the taking of innocent lives, no matter the reason.
So if Talus Rucker ordered his people to do this, then...
It's my job to bring him in, not to judge whether he's guilty or innocent.
Well, Look, I think it's safe to say that you have all your faculties about you. I'll let the director know that I'm officially clearing you for the field.
Well, it's probably best if I get back to work, Doc. I'll see you around.
Security footage from the train station is spotty at best.
You didn't get held up at a checkpoint or something, did you? I'm inside the clinic waiting for you.
Sorry, Alex. I'll be there as soon as I can.
Hope you're not losing sight of what's important here. Sorry, this place just brings back memories. Don't take too long.
I don't want this.
Světě zesílilo. We are getting overtime in hazard pay for this, right?
Hey, glad you can make it. Any trouble getting away?
Miller's been giving me some leeway, but not much. I did survive a terror attack.
You and me both. God, sometimes I really hate this city. It used to welcome people like us, go out of its way to entice Augs to live here. This clinic was built because Prague saw us as its future. Now, look at it.
Times change, Alex.
I know, trust me, even got the scars to prove it.
We've been working together for a few months now. Still don't know much about you.
What, you trolling for my secrets now?
Just the good ones. How did you join the Juggernaut Collective?
They got me out of a tough spot. Before the incident. I was working for Bell Tower flying VIPs around Panama, and I stumbled into something big. Something very important people didn't want anyone to know about. So, they ordered Bell Tower to kill me.
Janus warned you? Got you out?
A friend of Janus's, someone in the collective who used to work for Bell Tower, too. You don't mess with these people, Adam. Not by yourself. I learned that the hard way.
You're a valuable asset. The collective could have sent you anywhere. Why Prague?
You really need to ask? Ever since the incident, paranoia and racism are eating this city alive. The whole world's watching just to see how Prague handles its AUG problem.
Didn't realize the entire collective was pro-AUG.
Not everyone is. But we all know our real enemies need chaos to operate in. Play the right chord, pull the right string, and Prague has plenty of that.
You said we got something?
Yeah, listen to this.
A little heads up would have been nice.
Sending your team to Dubai was my call, but now we need to go by the book. Focus on Ark.
You want me to pin all of this on them? The bombings in Prague, the break-in at Vessel Life, and Dubai?
Officially, all 5 attacks involved augmented terrorists. Is that clear?
Yes, sir. But send me the reports if you want me to prove it, because Ark don't operate in North America.
They're setting up Ark, Adam. They sent you into that ambush in Dubai, and now they want to pin everything on the Augmented Rights Coalition. I told you Miller was dirty.
Sounds to me like Miller's following orders. It also sounds like he's not happy about it.
All right, whatever. Maybe he's just a stooge. You can't say the same about the man he's talking to.
His boss, Joseph Manderley.
Director of TF-29 operations worldwide. The only person at Interpol higher than him is the General Secretariat.
We need to play this smart, Alex. Think about what we heard. What was that bit about VersaLife?
You mean the break-in that never happened? Yeah, I started digging into that right after I decrypted the conversation.
What'd you find?
Like I said, man, it's the break-in that never happened. VersaLife is one of the biggest pharma companies on the planet. The only one still manufacturing neuropozyne. If it got broken into, it would have been big news.
So why are they saying it did? VersaLife doesn't produce just neuropozyne. They've got a huge research and development division.
Yeah? So? What does that have to do with Ark? Why frame them for break-in?
They want them to look like terrorists. I guess it depends on what they'll say was stolen. See what the collective can dig up. If this really is a conspiracy, that break-in will be the thread to pull on.
What are you gonna do?
I'm gonna finish my investigation. Find out who really bombed the station. I'll let you know when I turn up.
Same here. Good luck, Adam.
Miller, we still going to Golem City?
You are. Meet me at Kopecki's puppet shop. Your pilot's en route. I'll brief you there.
Copy that.
They love to tear us apart.
Bastard kisses ass and gets ahead.
Was that a malfunction?
You are still deciding. Come back later.
No one cares. Keep on your patrol.
today.
City has gone to hell.
You again? You make my merchandise look middle of the line. This is fantastic. The cause is very grateful. Take this. A gift for a true freedom fighter. Seen it all before, haven't you?
Nothing for me.
So long, Mr. Mirror Shades.
The man may have been suffering flashbacks to the August.
Sounds like some crazy pseudo religion. You know who bad enough when he was just drugged. When did they close the puppet shop? It's been closed.
Dozens were killed and hundreds more injured yesterday. Bombs exploded inside Pacific train. The third such attack to spread problems. Took up residence. But with the United Nations set to debate the Human Restoration Act, could the good doctor change history? And now for a close look at the events making headlines around the world. Freedom of the press a threat to our freedom? An elusive group of vigilante hackers. Causing gridlock for hours and preventing life-saving medical transport even through. In Chile, they committed.
You saw what happened yesterday. Look, I gotta go. I'll call you later.
Problems?
Nothing I can't handle. We're just waiting on chicane.
So tell me about this new lead then. The Intellicam footage.
State police dropped it off this morning, badly corrupted. But Cheng worked his magic and managed to recover some images. They show an org in a yellow hoodie, dropping bags where each bomb went off.
You ran facial recognition? You got an ID?
Couldn't see his face, but the bags are the same ones used by Talus Rucker and his aid workers in the Utilek complex.
That's a stretch.
3 bombings in Prague in 6 months, Jensen. All of them after the leader of ARC took up residence in that ghetto. Rucker needs to answer for these attacks. Here's chicane now.
Am I late? Are you too early?
You're right on time. Agent Jensen was just agreeing that we need to bring Rucker in.
Quick snatch and grab. Should be easy enough.
So we've already decided he's guilty?
We just need to talk to him on our terms, not when he's surrounded by fanatics. Getting into Gollum isn't the problem. Reaching Rucker is. ARC territory is fiercely defended. No one sets foot in there.
Not even the state police?
They can't.
Rucker wasn't forced into Gollum City. He bought his way in.
Blackmailed would be more apt. He threatened to go public with evidence of a humanitarian crisis. One that the United Nations Security Council had swept under the rug.
Got them to force the Czech government to hand over part of the Utilek complex to him. A little bit of hush real estate, so to speak.
He stays quiet and guarantees safety for himself and his followers. Smart. So how do I get in?
I'd made a deal with an ARC prospect named Tibor Sokol. Promised to get his family out of the complex, so long as he gets you past ARC's checkpoints.
You trust him?
We have to. It's that or nothing. Sokol will meet you at an apartment in the housing district. Number 237. Any questions?
You really believe ARC is responsible for these attacks? For all of them?
ARC has had the means, motive, and opportunity every time.
Even Dubai? Rucker and the Coalition are still confined to Gollum City. They have a heavy police presence keeping an eye on them.
Gollum isn't a concentration camp. You grease the right palms, you can get the papers you need to come and go.
I find that hard to believe.
So get me the evidence to prove otherwise. Get to Talus Rucker and bring him in, Agent.
You ask me, Rucker sounds more like a savvy politician than a terrorist.
These days, the lines tend to be blurred.
But Rucker was a highly respected doctor, with no military training. What am I missing here?
Rucker is a man of deeply held convictions, with an unshakable belief in his own righteousness. Doesn't take much to push a man like that to terrorism.
Man's a zealot.
He's a suspect. Just bring him in.
Let's get this over with.
Let me know when you've got Rucker.
Goddamn, Jensen. Every time I look at you, I can't believe the amount of jewelry you've got on. Tell me, how's that aftermarket shit working out for you?
Never better. Maybe you should reconsider. What with that limp?
No. I like my limp. Keeps me honest. You ready to light out?
Let's do this.
Good. Strap in.
But still we have no answers. No one has yet claimed responsibility. Dr. Talus Rucker, the leader of ARC, posted a letter condemning the attack. Sources close to the investigation, however, tell me that Rucker and ARC may be behind it after all. I don't know about you folks,
Interesting pre-game ritual you've got there. You getting pissed enough to end this guy yet?
I got a no-kill order.
Is that right? Would have thought he'd done enough to warrant extreme prejudice.
How far out are we?
Coming up on it now. Not many spots I can set her down. You got a preference?
Get as close to the ground as you can. I'll take it from there.
Whatever you say, boss. Jensen, still got all your parts together?
I'm fine. How close did you get me to our contact's location? Housing Unit 237.
Jesus, Jensen, I didn't put you on his doorstep. Residential sector should be just ahead of you. Me, I'm gonna switch to autopilot, have a coffee. Let me know if things get interesting.
I think I just lost another tooth. There must be some rat's gnawing content.
I tried.
Je možné, že za výbuchem mohou stát augmentovaní teroristé, nespokojení s vlastním modelem vyzrazování.
You must submit to an identification scan.
Initiate security scan.
Welcome to Golem City, Clank.
Still think your boy Laz is paranoid? He got us, man. They had us on the formations, and now they're gonna impale us on the spikes. That's why they call it the old incident, man.
Toes, man.
Yet on how much capital spent, but having caught a sneaky ship from his architectural design, I can honestly tell you this. When completed, every augmented person in the world will be crossing the desert, in this case, the Omani Desert, to live there. This is Eliza Kassan, reporting to you live from Picus.
My friends,
Anomaly detected. Trace program initiated. Access granted.
our protestation. Despite our dedication, I was warning you not to close the book.
to the point. 8 countries have made it mandatory for all arms. How long before it's mandatory in the US of A?
Living like this.
How long after that before it's mandatory for every single anatomical sack walking?
One of the cops have chased us from here too.
Something to help get me people my feet.
This isn't happening.
Not so long now.
I must be somebody else.
To není žádnej život.
I think I lost another.
Their justification.
I will try to find you a little sleep.
I speak to all of you.
I was a bit
Not as the leader.
Hear what happened? We heard the cops showed up and beat some guys.
Our only solace.
Horrible. Did he? Policeman north. That sounds familiar.
Everywhere we go today, cops looking at us sideways.
Several financial backers. Security squad investigation.
Go around thinking we hate each other.
I'm sick of you.
Okay, fine.
No shelter, no food, no fucking hope.
That's what everyone says. And then
You?
That's good. You've got the crowd thinking we hate each other.
that's what everyone says when they're poor. Our prosperity.
Okay, that's good. You've got the crowd thinking we hate each other.
Shut up!
I will have to assume you and... You're under arrest.
Stop!
Preventative measures. I know it isn't.
We cannot.
I have my eye on you. This is a hands-free area.
I'm sick of you!
You did this to yourself! Hands up! This is now a restricted area!
Authorized access.
When my partner gets here.
You're in danger of having your permit revoked. You're not a master. You're just an out-and-out idiot.
Being police is no excuse for cruelty.
And some of you attempted to strike. Hands up!
You'll see.
We're just trying to save ourselves here. I like you. And our only ability to take preventative measures. Now, let's go. Bats, let's do it.
Something will show.
You got that right. I've got a man down over here. Hey, Camo. Better not be dead. I guess you really were unconscious, huh? What the?
Brother, watch it. The cops are everywhere today.
I noticed that. Are you Tibor?
Yes, you're late, Interpol.
Sorry, this place is a little chaotic.
A little? It's crazy today. The cops are having a feeding frenzy. Beating people. Innocent people. Senseless. You know, I can't help you. It's too dangerous now.
We had a deal, Sokol. You need to keep up your end.
Who do you think you are? What are you going to do? Throw me in jail?
No, but I can get you out. Won't take me long.
No, no. Please, that will just make it worse. They know who I am. They went after my family.
Interpol has promised to get you and your family out of here to safety.
Safety? There is no safety. Only tyrants who prey on the weak and the innocent.
All right, Tibor, listen. I understand why you can't come with me, but I still need to get to Rucker, or what happened to you and your family today will happen to others. I'll smooth it over with Interpol. Is there any other way you can help me?
There's a man, a smuggler, Louis Galois. He imports items for Talos, neuropozyne, whiskey. He could get you in, but you'd have to do him a favor. He likes favors.
That's something. Any other ideas?
My keycard to get to Ark territory is gone. One of the cops took it. Probably still has it on him.
Thanks, I'll look into it.
I know you don't owe me anything, but if you see Dushan, my brother, help him. It's my fault he's here.
I'll see what I can do. Chicane, get a message to Miller. Sokol's backed out of the deal.
Why am I not surprised?
He's just looking after his family. Besides, it's not a complete wash. He gave me some options on how to get into Ark on my own.
Well, just be careful, Jensen. This arsehole obviously can't be trusted. Let me know when you're in.
deny all involvement?
I'm not a terrorist.
Maybe I'm not making myself clear. Let me hold out on me. See if I can't persuade you to Something tells me I don't have your full attention yet. You don't answer my questions. Fine. A little warning, though.
Never know what may happen out there. Sure they have no other way in? Keep at it.
Come on, man. Put that away. Hey, how about you deal with these cops first, okay? Then...
Never know what may happen out there. Let me see just one arc, son of a bitch. Stay sharp. These assholes might try something. Respect. And clean them out. Apply first aid, I'll cover you. Job done. We need harsher punishments for these obs. It's just my lucky day. Damn this city. Show yourself! No update to report.
It doesn't matter if they're a grandmother or a schoolboy. If they have a nog, they're a threat. Am I right?
I was saying that before the incident.
Medic!
Please, leave me alone. This is no good. No good. Oh, well, the police have hidden.
Leave me alone.
They're
must be a way out of here.
Bad. Away, he'll regret it. Tammo!
Keep it together.
Where the police have hidden some...
Mr. Jensen, this is Otar Botkovere. I hear you are in the Utulek complex.
Keeping tabs on me, Barcavelli?
It is time for that favor you owe me. There is a shopkeeper named Galwa in the Cedri markets. I want you to eliminate him.
I'm not in the assassination game.
How you take care of this problem is your business, but I expect you to keep your word.
It's just not fair. I thought that having a baby would be the greatest thing in my life.
No, I'm scared too.
Is it right, do you think, for us to bring a baby into the world? What kind of parent supposed that child to grow up and
Suggesting, but I think you're suggesting. I don't know.
My friends, this most recent act of senseless violence has been laid at our feet. At the feet of all augmented, not simply Ark. And I fear the despite our denials, our protestation, despite our dedication to the peaceful advancement of our cause, those were killed in the attack at Rosika Station. But fear has blinded
Access granted. Anomaly detected. Access granted.
This most recent act.
There's nothing fucking here. Chewing gum and Bailey.
there something I can help you with?
I'm looking for answers. I need to get inside.
Ark has many answers, brother. Unfortunately, recruitment is suspended right now. Sorry.
Well, there's the problem right there.
Ghetto trash.
No idea.
Pinavý, mradlavý auto.
There must be a way out of here.
Hoď tam, kouzelej! Tobě to nestačilo?
Thinking what I'm thinking?
Still on target practice!
He fell. I think he's done.
Lekáči, nepotvrzená podezřelá aktivita. Tuto prošetřit, přebít.
Chicane. Tell Miller the mission's back on track. I've got an elevator passkey that'll get me into ARC territory.
Copy that. I'll do a flyby up ahead, get you the lay of the land. Hit me up when you're through.
Chodź za mną! Jak nie sami! Nie za moją rodziną! Ej, to co za takie?
Shoot him!
prostě zapal menší. Jasně, tak se děje.
Weapons hot. Okay. Whatever it was. Can't see anything. have to find something. Nothing, goddammit. They are trying to break.
Calls for the removal and downgrading of all overly powerful, unlicensed augmentations. Located to designated. Very concerned, especially.
Pak vědět, co se tady děje?
Okay.
No, tak zatím.
Think you're in control.
Huh, look at that.
We are in